One of the last things that I wanted to show here is last week I talked about the Entra PowerShell module went GA. So I was playing around with it a little bit. You can do a lot of the things in the Entra PowerShell module that you can already do in the Microsoft Graph SDK or Microsoft.graph module, as you may know it. But the nice thing about the Entra module is it's specifically around Entra. It's nearly, but not quite, a direct replacement of the Azure AD PowerShell module, and it's much lighter footprint. There are only a few sub-modules. So once I install it, we can look right here and see how many we have available. So I've installed both. There is a production, I shouldn't say production, but there's a module that points to the v1.0 graph endpoint, and there is a separate module that points to the beta graph endpoint. So you can see here there are far fewer sub-modules. We just have applications, authentication, directory management, governance groups, reports, sign-ins, and users. So it's much lighter weight if you're primarily just working with Entra. Just a few basic things that I was using. We can do things like you do need to connect Entra, I think it is, yep. And then from there, we can just do a get Entra group. And it'll pass back all of the groups that I have in my tenant. I can do things like get Entra user. And let's see if I can actually type this filter off the top of my head. Let's do a starts with display name Andrew, for example. Or, you know what, better yet, use one of my demo users there. There we go. So we've got a couple of user objects there that are showing up. So again, pretty similar to things like get MG group, get MG user. We can set information, we can get information, standard PowerShell module stuff. But I do appreciate that it's much lighter weight. And if you're really only using the Azure AD PowerShell module, this might be a little bit easier to get into than the whole Microsoft Graph SDK. So just wanted to share a little bit about my experience there so far. It's looking good.